Andrew from Farming Forum. I'm here with Lee on the Kuhn stand, and we're going to chat about the 50 years of the Kuhn innovation. Lee is going to talk you all through that now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew. My name's Lee. I'm the area sales manager from Kuhn, responsible for the UK market. I'm very pleased to be here today at the 2017 Grassland and Muck event. 2017 is a very important year for Kuhn Group, for the reason being it's the 50th year of our introduction of disc mower technology. Back in 1967, Kuhn were the first company to launch a disc mower to the market. And during that last 50 years, there have been many innovations with the machines and they continue. And this puts us in, I would say, the worldwide leading position for disc mower technology today. We've had many innovations over that time, which you will see on the machines that we've got here on display and working today.
Lee, as we can see there, the very first machine to obviously the ones that beside it, the GMD 4411, size has increased, technology has increased. So is that always going to be the way it's going to be?
Of course, the technology can evolve in many different ways, not just the size of the machines, but the features that are within those machines. I mean, today on all our disc mowers and all our disc mower conditioners, we have a disc safety called Protector Drive, standard on all our machines, in fact. Of course, size of machines, like you say, has got larger over the recent years, but it's not only the working widths that I would say that is where evolutions will happen. It's other technologies that are on the machine to improve the quality of work, reduce the power requirement by the tractor, and to keep maintenance within a sensible limit and machine which is easy to maintain for the operator.
There's one great thing that I actually look at, this is the poster behind. We see the tractor as is, the older model working, but it's this innovation. This
like I say, this is just an example of where we were in the early days, where we are today here, showing an example of the triple mower conditioner and also plain mower machine. And who knows what the future may bring. This is an impression of our vision of the future, just to show that we're a company, Kuhn are a company which are always continuing to innovate. We're investing constantly in new technologies and visions for the future.
Hello, I'm Simon from Kuhn Farm Machinery UK. I'd just like to show you around our FC3160 TCD RA. A couple of the main points I'd like to show you about this machine is our gyrodyne headstock at the front here. You can see we keep our PTO shaft directly in line, so regardless of the conditions that you're working in, the machine is always going to keep that drive line dead in line, so keeping the wear down to a minimum. Going on from that, we can see our grouper drive system. Now we have a gearbox here with a pump directly bolted straight to it, so there's no belts involved with the drive line here. And then we have the tank directly above it. Now this has all the oil that we need to run our grouper on the back of the mower. On the front of the mower here, you can see where we connect to the tractor. There is only 2 spool valves used. There is one for lift and lower and one for folding the machine in and out. Everything else to do with the grouper is all fully automatic and supplied by the oil that is on the machine already. So going from here, just briefly, we go past the toolbox and we've got the knife change system tool on the front there. Going on to the mower itself, just whilst we're passing here, we have our bed. Now our bed is an OptiDisc cutter bar. Now the OptiDisc cutter bar is a sealed for life cutter bar. Ideally we recommend a change after 10 years, but it's filled with a synthetic oil which we don't need to change, so great for the maintenance. You'll also notice that our mower has uneven spacings. So we have a wide space in here and a narrow space in here. So when the blade is rotating round, it'll be cutting that way. So when we are cutting backwards, you can see that we will cut against that edge. When we are cutting forwards on the opposite side of the blade, we have increased the overlap. Now by increasing the overlap, we've then done away with any risk of stripping in between the bed. So that's a real good feature on the OptiDisc cutter bar. We also have our Protector Drive system in here as well. So it's a predetermined groove on the shaft which drives that disc. So if we hit an obstacle, it will break away on that point and not cause any damage to the bed. A nice feature as well is the slide hood on the front. So it's very, very easy for maintenance access. We can slide it back and we're now ready to carry on mowing. Conditioning wise, we can alter the speed of the conditioner Over on the far side, we have a lever to change the speed of the conditioner, high speed, slow speed. And then we have our conditioning hood adjustment on here, where we have adjustments where very easily we can move from one notch to the next notch to increase or reduce our conditioning. The conditioner itself on this machine is a steel finger conditioner. Our conditioner runs at 80-degree fingers, so the fingers, when you look at them, they'll lock themselves in an 80-degree angle. Not 90 like what most machines do. Now the 80-degree angle means that the grass ejects itself first time on first revolution. It doesn't regurgitate the grass, doesn't take it round twice, which uses power and causes grass to be sprinkled at the swath. So we make a very, very uniform and very clean swath. Quick demonstration of changing a blade on a Kuhn OptiDisc cutter bar. Place it all in between the disc and the spring plate below. Press down. Pull out the blade, replace your blade with a new one, back over the pivot, release, and away we go. Simple. We take advantage of torsion bar suspension on this machine. The torsion bar suspension, which is under this pole here, this is like a car suspension system where we're maintaining, regardless of where the bed is, we're maintaining the same amount of pressure on the ground at all times. So it's a really good suspension system, very easy to adjust, and it doesn't use a spring as such. The trouble with a spring, you alter the length of the spring, it alters the amount of pressure that the spring can achieve. By the torsion bar system, in cooperation with the linkage we have on the side here, we maintain the same amount of pressure at all times. Other adjustments on the machine are the weight of the bed on the ground. We can easily adjust that on these two adjusters. There's one here, there's one exactly the same position on the other side. And also the other adjustment we have is the cutting height, which is on the far side, one-handed adjustment, nice and simple. You'll see that in a second. Very easy to adjust the cutting height. This machine is able to swath, it's able to group. We're also able to wide spread using the spreading vanes. The spreading vanes are very easy to put in. Two handles, one either side, which rotates the whole unit and drops the spreading fins into work. We then connect them via a hydraulic cylinder to the drawbar cylinder, and these will pivot from left to right, depending on whether we're mowing up or down the field with our centre pivot mower. So that's the FC 3160 TCD RA, so 3 metre group model mower. Thanks.